Hello everyone, my name is Ashton and welcome back to my cozy corner of YouTube. As you can see, the structure of this video might be a little bit different because I have not actually started on the spread that I'm doing today, and usually I do with an add-on, so I have no idea how long this video is going to end up being, or whether I will just finish it in my short on Monday, so we'll see. But yes, the goal of this spread is going to be something I've never explored before myself as well, and that is to be drawing sort of a D&D character concept page for a campaign I'm going to be doing with my friends. Wish me luck. I'm going to be using, obviously, my Arrtx acrylic markers. In this video, if you choose to stick around, there's going to be a Chatterbox voiceover session, and then I will leave you with some cozy music and the satisfying marker noises. And the timestamps for that will be in the description. Anyways, let's get into the drawing. So before I get into the idea of this actual D&D character, I just wanted to go over my thought process for this spread and talk about just how hard this spread was for me. I was actually getting super nervous almost halfway through because I did not know whether this would turn out the way I wanted it to and whether I would be able to kind of capture what I envisioned, and I don't think I quite got there. Again, I do like to challenge myself, so this was something that was super out of my norm, I would say, for what I would try to draw usually. And I think that kind of shows because it does look very rough. And it is one of those things where I do invite you to trust the process because I do a lot of revision and even go back to some drawings off camera. So yeah, if you're like, what is happening? I was feeling that same way too, but I think it turns out eventually, so that's good. But yeah, I think even in like the first drawing and the second one as well, you could kind of see my confidence level on paper in a way, because I'm drawing these drawings so small and I still have this whole page obviously to fill in. So by the third drawing, I draw it a little bit bigger, which is good. And I actually, by the end, I liked the last drawing and I am still excited to figure out how the rest of the spread's gonna go. So that's good. So getting into the actual character, I'm pretty new to D&D. I've only like really started a few campaigns with some friends. This one is going to be a completely online campaign because I'm going to be playing with some of my friends from high school and we're all kind of in like different areas now. But I'm really excited to reconnect. This character is going to be a lawful good character. I still don't have a name for him, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, again, I'm still in like the planning stages. He's going to be a lawful good character though, which is going to be very hard for me because usually I'm kind of like, I like to play chaotic characters because I have a hard time when it comes to being a goody two-shoes. But yeah, that's another part of why, I don't know, the entire vibe of this character isn't really me, which also might have been why it was hard to draw. So there's that. But yeah, lawful good character. He is a paladin. He's going to be a human. It's also the first time I'm doing a class that involves magic, so I'm hoping the paladin class won't be too difficult to figure out. So there's that as well. I don't know if just like talking about nerd stuff is going to be very appealing for this video, but I don't know. I'm trying to like make sure I'm prioritizing friend stuff while I'm still trying to do YouTube stuff, while I'm still trying to do my psychology course online. So I'm trying to like, I don't know, this doubles as both in a way. So I can still be prioritizing the friendship side of things and like be putting in plans for that while kind of doing the YouTube content stuff. But yeah, anyways, his chosen deity or god that he follows is going to be Helm, which is a god of protection. It's going to be interesting to play with this character because I'm thinking I kind of want him to be a little bit tragic in terms of like his kind of beautiful religion gets thrown in and used in a lot of ways with the country he's going to be a part of. So I'm thinking like there's not a very good separation between church and state, and that the crown ends up kind of using the morality of his religion to get him to go out and fight in the state wars type of thing. So yeah, kind of an intense storyline. But yeah, the symbol of the religion, or at least for the part of the religion that he takes part of, I'm thinking of there being like two main gods for his religion. Torm, which is the god of war, which has like a right gauntlet symbol. And then Helm, which is going to be his god, is left gauntlet with an eye on it. So it's kind of the Watcher type of thing, and that's what the first drawing is, not so much, I mean, he wears it as armor, but it's also like a symbol of his religion, so I wanted to get that flashed out first. I also think that like the literal symbolism of an eye can fuck with him a little bit, especially if like, I don't know, his party ends up doing things that are sort of against what he would do as part of his religion, or I don't know, like if he ends up losing his faith, just like depending on how the campaign goes and whether that be for good or for bad. I don't know yet, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But I think the fact that like he has this eye all the time on his armor, that's, I guess, in his mind, seeing everything that he's doing, could sort of cause some interesting dynamics. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to go for that first. So yeah, just trying to get a vibe for the character on paper, because that's sort of how I end up planning things. I do things very visually. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned already, but this is the first time I'm using this metallic marker in a video, and I think the first time I'm using the actual like silver one. I haven't looked at how it looks on camera, but it was interesting to draw with, especially because the angle where I was sitting at my table, it looked really like quite dark just because of the way the light was shining off of it. And then I like stepped over at one point while I was filming, and I was like, oh crap, like, this is like shiny. But yeah, I hope I was actually able to capture that metallic look, as obviously most of his armor and such, and weapons of course, and other religious symbols are going to be metallic and that silver color. That's really like the palette I'm going for. It's that like brown, silver, and then blue. So yeah, I hope that turned out. The more I'm looking at the page, because I'm looking at the page while I'm doing the voiceover, the more I'm liking it. I just have to kind of make everything go more cohesive. But yeah, I really was not sure for a little while there. And I think you could see me stressing out at some points of this video. But yeah, because I'm doing 3 drawings, I'm sure you guys could already see because of like the video time or whatever. But this will be a longer video. I'm thinking that over this weekend, I'm going to go look for more royalty-free, like cozy music. Just because I realize if you do want to binge watch my videos, I use the same few songs over and over and over again. And while they're really like chill and cozy, and I like them, I think I could find more chill and cozy songs to that same vibe, so that you guys don't go insane. And like I could mix and match a little bit. So that's one of the things maybe to look out for, unless I don't find any, in which that would be very upsetting. But yeah, last thing I want to say is don't forget to like and subscribe if you're liking the vibe so far. I feel like I only say that at the end of my videos, so maybe I should try now and see what happens. But yeah, I think that's enough of me talking. I'll leave you guys with that cozy music I was talking about. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. This spread has been a time, but I hope you guys are liking how it's going so far. If you liked the vibes, don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, I post every Wednesday and Friday with an extra short on Monday. So I will see you next Wednesday. Bye!